Yo, what's up? It's your boy Ron Ford, co-host of the Fire New Podcast, Behind the Blitz, bringing y'all funny, comedic, wild outtakes on all things football, all things basketball, baseball, and I got a new segment called the Road Warrior Recap. Me and Biscuit gonna be bringing y'all recap sessions of the last episode or the last event that occurred throughout the week in between shows. So this morning I wanted to jump in and bring y'all a recap of all of the events that happened over the weekend. Obviously, we had the Super Bowl 59. Kansas City Chiefs got demolished by the Philadelphia Eagles. Disregard the score. I think the score was like, I can't remember, like 40 to 22 or something crazy. Okay, but that don't tell the tale. It was 30 to nothing at the third quarter. I don't know. It was crazy. Eagles let off the gas, which I would have liked for them to keep the foot on the pedal, personally. Not because I hate, well, I do dislike everybody outside of the coach, but just for the sake of being dominant, man. I kind of get tired of the new NFL where it's like, and I ain't gonna say the new NFL, but I want to make a statement. That's just how I am. So the Eagles did their thing. It was an odd game to me because a lot of the things that I thought should happen didn't happen. I mean, Saquon Barkley, I don't even think he had 60 yards rushing. Patrick Mahomes had 30-something yards in the first half. I think he ended with like 200, which is crazy. Jalen Hurts was like 17 for 22. I predicted, well, I didn't predict, but I thought, and I think I said on the last episode, if I was the Eagles, I would have allowed Jalen Hurts to throw the ball 22 times. I think I said something like 16 for 22. He went 17 for 22. So that was on par with what I thought would happen. But I didn't think the Chiefs would blow the running game up like that, although Jalen Hurts ran for like 72 yards on top of the 50-something that Saquon Barkley had. The defense of the Eagles really made it official that we are here, and we're not playing with this boy. And that front four on the defensive line, I don't think they blitz very often. I can't remember the number, but that front four applied pressure after pressure. I think they sacked Mahomes 6 times. I don't know if that's a record in the Super Bowl, but man, listen, that boy was flustered. You know what I mean? Coaching, I think the Eagles definitely outcoached the Chiefs in this one right here, and maybe not even so much. It really, to me, looked like by the eye test that they were just a more dominant team. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. You had some superheroes on the defense. I forgot the defensive lineman, the linebacker, Dejean Cooper. I think his name. I think the white dude. It was just an ass whooping straight up. You know what I mean? And but it's funny. I hear the typical pundits talking about it, but in the streets, and when I say the streets, I'm talking about the internet, because that's the new streets to a lot of y'all. The conversation has been more dominant about the halftime performance, right? And I got an opinion about that as well. I'm seeing a lot of people either hard to one side or hard to the other side, pause, and which I can dig because I think me playing the man in the middle, which I typically like to do, I can see both arguments. I hear a lot of people saying that Kendrick got the opportunity based off his beef with Drake, basically saying, man, Drake got to be that guy if Kendrick has amassed all of these opportunities, all of these awards. And in one sense, I believe that Drake is that guy. Like, I met Drake in like 2000 and it was right after So Far Gone. He came to Nashville and he did like a speech in front of the Belmont University School of Music students at Ocean Way Studios. And a a lady I was dealing with at the time, musically, invited me to come. So me and my pops went, and after the speech, we got a chance to go to the back and chop it up with him and whatnot. And he's a very smart dude. He's not my kind of guy as far as like the type of guy I am. He was a little corny to me, but that's no hate. That's just what I see it is. Like if somebody said I'm got ignorant ways, I'd be like, yeah, I do got some ignorant ways. You know what I mean? I also got some good ways. But anyway, talking to him, you could tell his background. You could tell a lot of things about him, right? And that's cool. But he always been an intelligent dude, very talented dude. A couple years ago, I think I posed a question to a lot of my friends and maybe on social media. Is it time to name Drake the GOAT? Because his run has extended itself from like 2007 to now. Like that's unprecedented. You know what I mean? So in one way, yeah, Drake is definitely that dude. He I don't listen to his music outside of Views from the Sixes, a couple songs on that I like, and then his feature game be super strong. You know what I mean? Him and 21 Savage is a duo that I like to listen to from time to time. But I'm almost 40 too. You feel me? So my ratchetness days and fucking with the bitches that my ratchetness days was in my 20s and a little bit in the early 30s. I'm kind of out of that right now. So that ain't really my bag no more. But at the end of the day, yeah, he is that guy. He gave Kendrick, took Kendrick on a tour, gave him a Poetic Justice verse that was fire. They bigged each other up early in their careers. Much respect to that. He didn't have to do that. Game didn't have to take Nipsey on tour. Tech Nine didn't have to take Kendrick on tour. All of these things are definitely um, things that should be recognized by Kendrick and his constituents in a moment of reflection, right? However, as the man in the middle, I also got to look at the other side. Kendrick is that nigga too. Is he as popular as Drake by white people? Probably not. Is he as mainstream with his writing? Definitely not. Uh, uh, no, he's not. His content, I mean, you got to think of the name of his albums alone. Good Kid, Mad City, Section 80, To Pimp a Butterfly, Damn. That whole album is a story of his family, his life, Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper. He's not certified lover boy. Like that that's a different bag. And that's okay, right? So then the conversation goes to the Super Bowl performance. Me personally, I enjoyed it because I know Kendrick's music. I enjoy Kendrick's music. If okay, I'll give you an example. When Lady Gaga performed, I was in a room full of niggas who did not like the show and was sitting there like, man, what the fuck is this? It's goofy. The funniest part about it was when Lady Gaga jumped off the stage at the end. That shit was stupid funny, right? But my core of people, and if I would have been sitting at the Super Bowl, I'd have been sitting there like, man, oh, girl, tripping. Now, she did have like one song I like. I think it was, I don't even know if she performed. I can't remember. But she had like one song I like, maybe two. But that's not my demo, right? I'm not her demo, right? If Sexy Red would have performed, that's not my demo. I'd have been sitting there looking like, man, this shit is trash. Outside the ass is shaking, right? I wouldn't have shitted on her. I'd have just been like, it ain't for me, right? So, being the man in the middle, I look at it kind of like this. We could dig into the context of what his performance was. That's a long video. Or we could just say, Bitch Be Humble was a hit when it came out. DNA was on every video game. Not to say that makes it a hit, but it was a great record. It was outside of the norm. It was one of those few records that Kendrick give us that could go mainstream, right? And hella people know the song, right? He did Euphoria. Um, He did the Luther song with SZA. He did all of the lights, not all the lights, all of the stars with SZA. He did Not Like Us. He did the record that he kept teasing before Not Like Us came out on social media. And it had purpose. Everything had purpose. Should Kendrick have got on stage for 13 minutes and did Not Like Us? Negative. Doesn't make sense, right? It wouldn't have made sense. And also, if he wouldn't have done it, everybody on the other side of the argument would say, oh, this bitch ass nigga scared. He's scared of the lawsuit. He's scared of this, that, and the third. If I'm Kendrick, I wrote this song. I'm going to perform it. I still whooped you in this battle. You can score how you want him. 2-1, 3-0, but he won. That's just the consensus, right? Not to say that Drake didn't come with great music. I didn't like Push-Ups, but I did like um shit. I can't think of the name. Family Matters, I think it was cool. He got in his bag, right? I don't like the I didn't like the line of it fucking Big Three, it's just Big D, and I think he said something like it's just Big D, and that's evident. I didn't like him showing his dick on Twitter, whether somebody leaked it or not. He leaned into that corny behavior once again, right? So, but he did give bars. He just couldn't keep up. Is all I think. Like people got it twisted to where you end the nigga career. Pac didn't end Big's career. Let's get this straight. He didn't end his career. Big died. Pac died. You know, um, he didn't end his career with Hit 'Em Up, right? So let's stop this. You could argue Ice Cube really fucked things up for NWA, but I don't think he ended Eazy's career, right? Easy E died. Easy E gave us Bone Thugs and Harmony. You know what I mean? So, uh, Nas did not end Jay-Z's career. Jay-Z was still that nigga at the time, and still is. Nas is still that nigga. You feel me? So we gotta stop conflating two things. You could lose a battle. Like every Saturday, I don't know how often the smack battles is, but every week is somebody who loses. But then they perform again later on and fuck around and cook somebody else. You feel me? So we gotta stop setting this bar of, oh man, Drake is done, or Kendrick is this, or whatever. The bottom line is the two most powerful artists in hip hop, not music, okay? Because there's some white artists we don't even know that generates a lot of money, okay? That's probably dumb famous, right? I don't listen to Taylor Swift at all. When my oldest daughter was young, I think we listened to a couple bops. That's just me being a dad girl, a girl dad, whatever the fuck you call it. But I don't listen to Taylor Swift at all, and she controls a lot of shit, right? So, but as far as hip hop and the art form and the genre that I love outside of R&B, soul music, those were the two niggas at the time who were capable and not afraid to do it. And they collided. And one came out apparently on the better end of it. Let's put it like that, right? In my opinion, did his motherfucking thing, right? But that doesn't mean Drake is finished. Drake is in Australia rapping to hundred thousands of white kids. I come from a music background. My parents, my father was in a part of a band called the Parliament Funkadelics, right? In the 70s and the 80s, you go to a Parliament Funkadelic concert, it was all niggas in the crowd. Today, if you go to a Parliament Funkadelic crowd, depending on where you go, what venue you go to, it's all white people in the crowd. That's the thing about music. When you first early in hip hop, and black music in general, it kind of always works like this. When you lit in the beginning, niggas is who put you on the top. After a while, and the white kids catch up with it, and the facilities catch up with it, and the agencies catch up with it, and all the people who invest money in booking concerts, then the white folks come because they got the bag, right? They can give you 200,000 or whatever to come to Bridgestone Arena. When I went to see Kendrick at Bridgestone Arena, which is a venue in Nashville, at the Big Morale, at the Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers tour, it was majority white kids. I saw Kendrick at one music fest. It was majority niggas. If Drake does one music fest, it will be majority niggas. It doesn't matter how y'all try to set the metrics on, oh, this, oh, he's still this. They both still them niggas. Period. Period. It just so happens that they collided in a battle, and I'm glad they did, to show these other niggas that the pen still matters, man. The pen still matters. Let's not forget about the pen. Quincy Jones just passed. And I'm not saying Quincy penned every record that he ever wrote. He probably didn't even pen none. But the quality and the standard that he set is what matters. In hip-hop, the pen is the standard. Stop letting people think or make you think that it's not. Tyler, the Creator. What he does. Excuse me. His production is immaculate. In respects to his pen, it's good for him. It's pretty good for him. Okay? His cult following, his large mass of fans is crazy. Right? It connects. Tyler connects with people. You know, Travis Scott connects. I ain't saying Travis got a pen. We watched Jada Kiss, we watched the Locks do a versus against Dipset. Both groups are, I fucked with both groups dumb hard. I mean, my whole teenage years. And even after that. Everybody kept saying, well, this nigga Jada, performance and his pen, his stage presence. This nigga demanded the attention and cooked. Right? There are elements of hip hop. Battle rap is one of them. I don't know if you want to consider one of the 5 elements. I forgot how many. Graffiti, breakdancing, DJing, rap. I don't know if battle rap is one of the original elements on paper by definition. But let's keep it a buck. Battle rap is a major part and a major art form. Okay? It's important. And in this one, we had a victor. And in this one, we had a dude that put in a good effort. I think he's just a different kind of guy. And it showed. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Drake really, literally might have got Kendrick the Super Bowl by his behavior during and after the battle. He could have just took that L and just be like, man, okay, cool, I'm gonna see you again. And niggas might have been like, the Super Bowl committee might have been like, as a little flash in the pan, it ain't over with. We don't know. But instead, he started doing goofy shit. Niggas tried to cake for him and say, oh, man, he's trying to help the artists and he's trying to fight a battle with UMG for the people. Fuck out of here, man. I watched all of the greats. I watch Prince. I watch Little Richard. I watch George Clinton from Parliament Funkadelic. I watch Ray Charles. I watch many niggas go at the system, at the record company. Not in this goofy light. This was out of defamation. Never that. I've seen the greats go head to head. I'm talking about. I've seen literal invoices from lawyers for $20 million that's owed because a great artist went at the labels because they weren't paid right. That's the difference. That I always salute that. You dig? This wasn't that. Let's keep it a buck. This wasn't that. Okay? Let's stop. Right? So all I'm saying is I fuck with both of them as artists. And I think we should spend more time paying attention to them as artists and appreciating them. Because I lived through Tupac. I lived through Big. I remember what it sounded like when them caskets closed and that urn got filled up. We never saw it, but when they say they put Pac in the urn, there was a void. Shout out to Jay-Z for catching that wave. Okay? You know what I mean? So, in my opinion, as the man in the middle, Both artists will continue to do their thing to whatever magnitude. I can't say how Drake is going to go about it. He could sink his own sailboat. You know what I mean? He could just start dropping doofy shit just for attention, or he could get back to the pen. He could get back to that pen and do hip hop, or you could be a pop artist, whatever. I don't think he's going nowhere. Drake ain't going. Kendrick might do what he always do and go chill for 2-3 years. It got him a Pulitzer Prize with Damn for Damn. I think it was Damn. Yeah, I think it was. In my opinion, Kendrick got 3 classic albums: Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, and Damn. Mr. Morale. To me, Mr. Morale in the Big Stepper is one of the most introspective niggas rapping ever. You know, to me, Eminem was super duper introspective, talking about his personal shit that he go through. But you know what I mean? Yeah. Don't act like him just wasn't just, giving you something to relate to. Everybody don't twerk. Everybody don't dance. Everybody don't get bitches the same. Let's keep it a buck. Everybody ain't sit on the phone with a bitch talking about who would have thought. And niggas, everybody don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't pay a bitch because she fine. Everybody don't trick on women. Some niggas get pussy the old-fashioned way just by being that nigga. Okay? So that's his bag. But so having multiple artists to connect to is the beautiful thing about music. You could don't stop till you get enough until your ankles get sore, and then you could go and turn on some planks. And he might even make he was gonna make you dance too. Or you could go get in your Stevie Wonder bag. Or you could go get in your Marvin Gaye bag. Or you could go get in your Beatles bag. Or you can go get in your Rolling Stones bag. Or you can go get in your Earth, Wind and Fire, your Parliament bag. You can go get in your Cool G Rap bag. You can go get in your Big Daddy Kane bag. You can go get in your Pac bag. You go get your Queen Latifah bag. You gotta have diversity, man. DEI, nigga. That's what y'all fighting for, DEI. Kendrick put 100+ niggas on stage on the Super Bowl. Man, that alone. The nigga ran around a 100-yard football. I forgot the dimensions of a football field. The nigga ran around for like 12, 13 minutes and missed very few words. I think the only words that I seen he missed was the way he was blanking out so he didn't say the cuss word. I used to rap. Never to that magnitude. I was just a local joker. Doing a 5-minute set on a stage as big as a area rug, and then trying to have the wherewithal to leave out words so you don't, man, that shit ain't easy at all. Any nigga has some tight ass bell bottom, like the bell bottom joints, nigga, and then over the Dion's. That's not easy, man. So, in a nutshell, what I'm simply saying is, stop hating on all these niggas, bro. We live in a society where, now, if you didn't like the performance, cool. It's cool. But stop trying to find arguments and narratives to try to make everybody else who liked it believe that they shouldn't like it. State your opinion, man. That shit was trash. I see y'all next year, nigga. Get nigga Chris Brown next year. Get some, whoever. That's cool. But try to diminish a nigga by saying, oh, he did this because of this. Kendrick was up before I had just seen Kendrick in concert a year before the BFOP. And that motherfucker was sold out. You know what I mean? So and then on the other side, Drake is whoever Drake is. If you like him, you like him. If you don't, you don't. But you can't deny the last 12 years of what this nigga been doing. You know what I mean? It's phenomenal what he been doing, right? I don't like his personality. It ain't that I don't like it. It just don't connect with me, right? I know where I know where it fits there. I know the type of niggas that like him and the type of girls that like him. Like, I mean, die hard like him. Because I like him. I like some of his shit. But I'm talking about it's not really my bag. So it's okay. But stop trying to diminish these niggas and appreciate it. When they're gone, they're gone. better believe it. Niggas gonna be like, damn, I listen to All Eyes on Me, Machiavelli, more than any other album. I'll go on a 6-hour road trip, and it won't be nothing but Ready to Die and All Eyes on Me. And then one day I might go on another road trip, and it's strictly for my niggas. And then I might go on another road trip, and it's nothing but Reasonable Doubt on repeat. I'll go on another road trip, and I'll take a flash in the past, you know what I mean? And it's nothing but LL Cool J. Or nothing but MC, well, you know, I'm going to keep it real. It ain't going to always be MC Light on repeat, but a bunch of MC Light over and over and over, right? Or I might get on a TLC bag for 3 hours on the flight. That's the beautiful thing about music. But y'all niggas better appreciate these niggas, man. For the music. I ain't saying put them on a God pedestal. And that's a lot of you niggas' problem. And a lot of you niggas put these niggas up in an idol position. That's not even the way shit's supposed to go. You feel me? But you do appreciate them for their valor and their efforts and their contribution. You know what I mean? And numbers. What do numbers mean? And nigga, look, Vanilla Ice sold more albums in that little span of era. He was whipping shit with Ice Ice Baby. That don't mean shit. It don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Most of the greatest niggas to ever do it, at the time that they were the greatest, they wasn't the most popular. Just keep it a buck. A nigga that is a friend with everybody really ain't a friend to nobody. It's hard to please everybody. And a nigga who's an artist, he ain't worried about pleasing nobody. He's creating something from his lens. And then he'll finish and put that shit down and go take a nap. Nigga stumble across it later, be like, what? This nigga was on one. So, be fair to each other. Be cool to each other. Like what you like. Be vocal. Nigga, they paying niggas a lot of money on the internet to just post shit. So I ain't saying don't get your bag. But what I'm saying is stop trying to create narrative to sway other niggas. Because you look foolish. You can't tell me that Kendrick didn't do what hip-hop's supposed to do on that stage. Rest in peace, Shock G. What did we want to do? Bring Digital Underground back and have Tupac doing the Humpty dance? Y'all niggas just want to see a nigga dance? Okay, cool. Next year, go get a nigga that make niggas dance. But at the core of every hip-hop nigga, when they first start, they standing on stage with one mic in their hand, trying to affect a group of 5 people or 500 people. That is the essence of every hip-hop nigga. Drake maybe a little different because that nigga was on the grass. So his first show might have been lit. Because what's my man, Jay Prince Jr., that nigga had like he had a stimulus package. You know what I mean? Them niggas took him, made him, turned him into a Houston nigga, got him a little tough. Then he went from there to Lil Wayne and them. And let's stop the Lil Wayne narrative, man. Let's stop the Lil Wayne narrative, man. I ain't gonna talk about Lil Wayne. I ain't never been the biggest fan of adult Lil Wayne. I just don't like his voice. I'm gonna just keep it real. And I don't think that he just be killing shit the way. Like, he energetic, and he say a lot of basic ass metaphors. He say like a lot. But nah, I didn't want to see that. I didn't want to see, like, if he would have gave me Mona Lisa with Kendrick, if he'd have gave me Damn I Miss My Dogs and then brought out BG, Turk, and Juvie, that would have been dope. But I don't think that's the direction he was going. I don't think he was going, and even if he'd have gave me 2 of them, or 3 types like that, and then 3, Millie, that would have been cool, but I think he was going to go for the Lick Me Like a Lollipop, Mr. Officer. That shit ain't I'll just keep it real. That's not my bag. Never was. That's not my bag. You know what I mean? Not to say it wasn't good, but it just wasn't good to me, per se. The shit that I look at Lil Wayne for, I'm sure he wasn't going to do it. The mixtape that he did with Joel Santana, Can't Feel My Face, when that nigga was getting the fuck off, that would have been more my bag. And I know he wouldn't do shit like that. Y'all want mainstream, which is cool. But for what hip-hop is, Kendrick accomplished that in a major fucking way. On every level of performance. He don't play no instruments, so he wasn't going to get up there and pull a Purple Rain Prince on us. You know what I mean? So, Shout out to all our 15 subscribers, man. Run it up, man. Subscribe. We just started on our second episode. We throwing the Road Warrior recap because me and Biscuit both drive trucks, so we'll be back either today or tomorrow with a joint recap of the actual football game and Luka's first start with the Lakers, and a bunch more. So like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, critique us, let us know what we doing right, what we ain't doing right. Talk about my ashy lips. I'm about to go to work. Shout out to my job. I hope they don't see this hat and fire my motherfucking ass. But until next time, signing out, the Behind the Blitz podcast with your Road Warrior recap of the Super Bowl and the Super Bowl performance. Y'all be easy, stay dangerous, man. Love life. See you later. Peace.